Once upon a time there was a sea dragon, and her name was Samantha, and she was a beautiful sea dragon with a long, whip-like tail, and beautiful flippers at the front, and very nice flippers at the back. She was the colour green. Samantha lived in the sea, and every morning when she woke up, she would go and explore. There was the Red Sea, where the crabs lived, and there where the barrier reef was. Oh, and there was the Blue Sea, there where the whales lived. And then there was the Green Sea, where the shoals of tuna fish lived. But down below, right at the bottom, that was the Black Sea, which was so deep that only sperm whales and giant squids lived there. Well, Samantha loved living in the sea, but one thing she used to do that no other sea dragon would do was that she would make her firework. She called it a firework, and what it was she would swim right down to the bottom of the Black Sea, and then start to swim up faster, 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 until she burst through the surface of the sea. And with her eyes closed, she would spin and spin, and then turn and crash back down. She loved doing her firework. But one thing she never did was open her eyes. All the other fish, all the other sea dragons, they said, never, ever, ever open your eyes. Well, one day she decided to go and visit her granddad. He was a dragon, and he lived in the Blue Sea. She swam to his cave, and she swam in, and she said, "Hello, Grandad." And Grandad, the big old green dragon, said, "Oh, hello, Samantha. Come in, I'll tell you a story." Grandad had loads of stories, because some say that once he left the sea. Well, when Samantha heard some stories, she decided she'd like to do her firework again. So she swam right to the bottom of the sea, and then she swam up faster and faster and faster, and she burst through the surface of the sea, and she turned around just like a firework. But this time, she opened her eyes, and she was amazed. Above the sea was so much bigger than underneath the sea. She looked up, she saw the sky, she saw the clouds moving in a stately pace. As she looked around, and she saw that the sea was wide, but above the sea were different creatures. Birds. By now, she began to come down, and she crashed into the waves again. Immediately, she swam to Grandad. She said, "Grandad, Grandad, guess what?" "What is it, my darling?" "Grandad, I opened my eyes." Grandad was shocked. "Oh, did you? Did you now? Oh, my poor darling, you've got what your Grandad caught. You have now got curiosity, because when you open your eyes, you'll never shut them again, and you'll always want to fill them with wonderful things. You have to do what I did when I was a little sea dragon." "Well, what's that, Grandad?" "You have to follow the Black Dolphin." "Oh, Grandad, the Black Dolphin? Where would I find the Black Dolphin?" "Oh, little one, my dear Samantha, the Black Dolphin will find you. Good luck, my dear. Your life will now be very, very exciting." Well, little Samantha, she swam out of Grandad's cave. She kept looking around. "Where's the Black Dolphin? I've got to..." And then she saw him. The Black Dolphin. The Black Dolphin just swam looking at her, and then turned and flicked away. Samantha knew when the chase was on, and she chased after the Black Dolphin. The Black Dolphin was a good swimmer, dodging and darting in and out of the rocks and the seaweed, and Samantha followed him. But then he went up, up towards the surface. But Samantha was really good at this, and as the Black Dolphin exploded out of the sea, so did Samantha, doing her firework. And the Black Dolphin crashed back, and Samantha followed him. Out and in and out and in they went, and they played. But then Samantha began to notice something. The Black Dolphin was losing its skin. It wasn't black anymore, and the closer she got, she saw that the Black Dolphin was turning into a wooden boat. And then Samantha realized she was turning too. Her flippers began to part, and little hands grew instead, and she looked at her skin, and she wasn't a green dragon anymore, and worse than that, she couldn't breathe underwater anymore. Help, help! And a big hand, just like her own, came down, grabbed her, and pulled her onto the boat. It was the Black Dolphin. "Wow," said Samantha, "I didn't know you'd change into a boat." A man came up, a strange creature, and he was shouting, I say, boy, pick up that rope, girl, move that bucket, stow that barge, lift that bale. Well, 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 what have we got here? What's your name, little 'un?" My name is Samantha. I'm a sea dragon." "Well, I'm sorry to say that you're no longer a sea dragon, Samantha. You're a little girl, and you're aboard the Black Dolphin. This ship has been many things. It has been a pirate ship. It has been a ship owned by movie stars. It has been a warship and a peace ship and a ship of adventure and exploration. Welcome aboard the Black Dolphin." "Oh, thank you, but where are we going?" said Samantha. "Why, little girl, we're going over there." Samantha looked, and she looked along the Black Dolphin, and in the distance she saw a mountain, and the mountain was surrounded by white trees. But the closer she got, she knew those weren't trees. Those were buildings, huge white buildings. She ran around. She played with the other children on the Black Dolphin, and they told her where they were going. And Samantha knew they were going there. There's a room over there, a place over there. It's called Harbour, and it is a palace of curiosity. And when people go there, their curiosity doesn't get filled up. It gets stretched out, and they become more and more curious. And Samantha knew she would now learn things she never knew, and she would learn even more than that. And that is the end of the story.